A Chinese knockoff company didn't just steal a watch design, they invented one that never existed. What happened next will make you rethink everything you thought about intellectual property battles. In this video, I'll take you through that story, and I'll also unbox the watch behind it. When facing intellectual property theft, most companies would lawyer up, but not Studio Underdog. They decided to have a laugh instead. When founder Richard Bankhead discovered in January 2024 that Proxima, a Chinese knockoff brand, started making homage watches of their watches, he found something unexpected among their knockoffs, an avocado colorway. It's a watch that Studio Underdog hadn't actually made yet. The copycats were selling a fake version of a watch that didn't exist. Rather than pursuing legal battle, banks saw an opportunity for the ultimate power move. Studio Underdog created their own avocado watch along with a companion guacamole version. The avocado and the guacamole make up their unoriginals collection. They marketed this as an homage to an homage watch, turning the tables on an intellectual battle with pure audacity. Studio Underdog said, "Say hello to the best homage pieces." The company took a frustrating situation and turned it into a marketing opportunity. They had fun with it and they showcased their irreverent personality. The limited edition watches became a statement about originality and authenticity in the watch world, proving that sometimes the best response to imitation isn't litigation, but a sense of humor. The result? Studio Underdog didn't just protect their brand, they created a new product line from their own knockoffs, turning creative theft into creative opportunity. I actually have the avocado here, so I'm going to turn the camera around and show you what we got. All right, folks, so here we have it. It's the box from Studio Underdog for their avocado. The only thing that I did to prepare was to rip open these, but this will be the first time that it sees the light of day since leaving England. All right, so here we have a small little box within the box. So we have very tidy packaging. We've got this thin cardboard outer sleeve. All right, so I'll just put this over here. And then we have, I would say, call this a thin cardboard box. You have the Studio Underdog in kind of that shiny font here with the signature 0 for the O in Underdog, right? So let's open this. Like I said, this is a pretty tidy and thin cardboard box here. So I'm gonna read it to you. They tested the movement, so with the dial up, 7 seconds per day, crown down, plus 2 seconds per day, dial up, chrono on, plus 14 seconds per day. Okay, so signed by the founder, certificate of authenticity, sticker there holding it all together, and then open this, kind of instructions here, technical information and instructions. All right, contact info and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna put that over here. And all right, so what I can see in there is that there is a leather or leatherette pouch, however you'd like to describe that. This is really nice. I would call this supple. You can see just how easily that bends here. Really kind of nice to the touch. So it has this inner leather tag to kind of protect it from itself, right, when you've got it in the pouch. Then here we have it. We've got the avocado dial, the pit here, chronograph, 2 sub-dials, right? And then I will have to verify this, but I believe that the strap tailor started making straps for Studio Underdog, and I've bought a couple of straps from the strap tailor, and this is his signature mark, the signature brand that he puts on his watch, on his straps. So we can confirm that this is made by the strap tailor. Okay, let's talk about the case dimensions. This is 38.5 millimeters in diameter, 12.9 millimeters thick. Lug to lug is 44.5 millimeters, and then lug width is 20 millimeters. So you will have a lot of options for straps at your disposal at this width. This is a 3-part case construction, 316 stainless steel, and it is water resistant to 50 meters. So just like your Omega Speedmaster, you just have to be really careful about getting this thing wet. Once again, exhibition case back. I apologize that I'm outside. Had to get a little bit of space to ensure that I was uninterrupted while doing this. And since we're talking about the movement, why don't I just get into it? This is a Seagull manual winding movement that was custom made for Studio Underdog. It is called the ST-1901B. The beat rate is 21,600. Winding crown, you would turn this clockwise. We've got hours, minutes, seconds, chronograph, and tachometer. The power reserve is 50 hours. But if you're one of those individuals who likes to keep the chronograph running all day long because you like to see that functionality going, then your power reserve will be 45 hours. And the accuracy is -10 to +15 seconds per day. I will say today is not the best day to be shooting outside. It's a bit of a cloudy day, but I will get some close to the dial here. It is a satin sandblasted base dial with a coarse degradé top dial. Sapphire crystal with Super Luminova C3. So this strap is from the strap tailor. This is his signature stamp. I have a couple of straps from the strap tailor. So glad to see that two English partners getting together on this watch. As I mentioned before, 20 millimeters across. It tapers down to 16 here. It's Italian Epsom leather, quick release here, and the buckle is 316 steel as well. All right, I'm going to take off another English watch. This is my Fairer World Time Fox, and I'm going to put this on, and I'll be back in a second. So as you would expect, the leather strap being brand new and everything, it's pretty stiff, but I expect, like all of my other strap tailor watches, that this will break in very nicely. So my first impression about having this on my wrist, I will say that it wears a bit higher than the 12.9 millimeters. I would say maybe more like a 14. It sits a little bit higher. Try to get that kind of down the wrist look. There's no doubt about it, this dial is going to call attention from across the room. Kind of the green outer rim, that yellowish green, avocado flesh color, and then the pit. That is definitely going to be calling some attention from your friends, from strangers, maybe some coworkers if you dare to wear this at work. But I think it's pretty sharp and totally in line with the Studio Underdog aesthetic. I'm going to set the time here. It is just shy of 11 o'clock here in New York. So it is 10:57. So I'm going to hit that. Let's engage the chronograph up here. You can start seeing that green chronograph hand start sweeping across the top. It's coming across the avocado pit right now, right? Let's stop that and reset it. Okay. So here you have kind of your quote unquote normal seconds kind of sweeping around. And then this will be your minute totalizer for the chronograph. So let's kind of engage that chronograph. I'm going to let it sweep around for a little bit and kind of opine a little bit about this particular watch. So what do I like about this watch? I like the whole mentality behind producing this watch. The owner, Richard Bank, kind of saw that his watches were being knocked off or there were homage created for it. And let me tell you, Proxima was not selling these watches for $30. They were selling them for over $300. And when you think about most of his watches are around, $700 maybe less than $1,000. But when you think about the attitude to say, you know what, screw you guys, I'm going to have a little fun with this, and I'm going to say, I'm going to do an avocado watch better than you guys who are trying to rip off my aesthetic. Now, I think when you talk about this compared to their signature watermelon model, I think the watermelon model is still a better looking watch than this. So we let this kind of go a little bit, and you can see that the minutes here started to tick ahead. So once again, let's stop the sweep of the chronograph and let's reset it. You can see perfectly aligned to the 60-minute mark at the top. Hey everyone, after a full week with the Studio Underd0g Avocado, here's my honest take about the watch. First, let's talk about the good. So, you're getting this watch strap from the strap tailor that has a retail price of about $125. You're also getting this exhibition case back, something you don't necessarily get at this price point. You're also getting a manual wind chronograph, and of course you're getting a distinctive style from Studio Underd0g, all for less than $700. And now for the bad. The lume on this watch is really disappointing. It's only on the hour and minute hands, and it's really pretty weak. But here's what really tells the story. Every morning when I woke up to select a watch to wear to work, I never picked the Studio Underd0g Avocado. Even in my very casual workplace where people wear shirts untucked, they wear sneakers, perhaps this felt a little bit too unprofessional. And that daily rejection speaks volumes about this watch. So what does the future hold for this watch in my collection? I don't really know, to be honest. I've only had it for a week, and this first week should be the honeymoon period with a watch. And each day I decided not to wear it to the office. However, I do think that maybe it has a home with one of my kids who might enjoy the fun factor. Or maybe my wife who has kind of a bohemian style. Maybe that would work for her. The avocado reminded me that while I appreciate bold design, I rarely go for something this kind of free-spirited, this sort of unconventional, and that my daily choices tend to be a lot more conservative. So what do you guys think about the avocado? Do you appreciate its rebellious approach? Let me know in the comments below. I want to thank you for watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.